Hello guys and welcome to VollGazzRacing Season 12 Division 2 rounds number 4 and 5. We're having a double header at Mugello, which they're currently riding on now, and Portimao straight after this. So unfortunately we've only got 6 riders. I don't quite know why we got such low numbers. But here comes Q Gamer up to the line and moves on to the front row, just a few hundredths away from pole position. The championship standings as they are currently: No Star leads by 2 points ahead of Q Gamer. Then it's Ropey, Dreaded Head, who's not here for some unknown reason. Freddie, Joe, who's also gone. Hadif is not here either. Yeah, so a number of riders missing. So hopefully that can be sorted. So the rider's now just approaching the final corner. I think Q Gamer's going to be going into the pit because his lap's invalid, but Q Gamer's going to be starting his next and final flying lap of the session. Bit of a strange exit, I have to say. That's the reason gone onto No Star. So down into San Donato turn 1. Big shake of the front end for Ropey. And that is his lap already gone. Daredevil is currently on a lap 7/10 off. Hard front, medium rear. Down into Corintaio. And heading in towards the 2 Biondettis as it continues to improve, but that's going to be an invalidation. So now we go to Freddie on the VR46 Ducati, improving in sector 1 as he now goes to the second sector point, and that is another improvement for Freddie. So currently on the front row, and it's him versus No Star. Marcel isn't going to set a lap time. Daredevil might get actually he's going to get another go at it. Ropey and Q Gamer, however, are not. So going down into turn 12, the long-handing right-hander at the Ducati grandstands. Ropey session is over. Q Gamer session is over. Freddie improving again in the 3rd sector. Coming down into Bicine. Freddie might get a dose of slipstream here. Maybe not just close enough. And now up to the line for the Frenchman. What's this lap time going to be? Oh, it's a 41.6. Just under a 10th off pole position. So the front row separated by less than a 10th of a second, which is good. Pretty similar gaps between each rider. And No Star now wasn't fastest in the 1st sector, he's getting down the 2nd, and running a soft front hard rear. So No Star really liking the hard rear, but and obviously trying to save medium. He's going to be careful with the allocation of medium rear hard rear tyres, sorry. Because he only has 3. As Daredevil enters the final corner of Bicine. Big moment on the front end. He's ran really wide, luckily not being invalidated. And now the run to the line, No Star red sector free. Can No Star steal it from Ropey right at the end here? Daredevil improves but stays in 5th place. It's now all down to No Star, firing up to the line. Watching the RC16 do the championship leader across the line, and he does snatch pole right by. Well, he doesn't snatch it. He
is confirmed with the end of the qualifying session.
Completely grabs it. Yeah, he snatches it from the hands of Ropey by 0.6 of a second. So No Star takes pole ahead of Ropey in 2nd, Q Gamer 3rd, Freddy 4th, Daredevil 5th, and Marcel in 6th. So waiting for everybody to ready up. So yes, I was muted for some strange reason. No Star, just the last person to ready up. There we go. Let's get this show on the road. Hopefully more will join for the 2nd race.
The start of the Italian Grand Prix here at Mugello, just a few moments away now. Very soon we'll see the riders powering down to the San Donato
No Star on
corner.
pole, Ropey in 2nd, and Q Gamer rounding out the front row. And I'm stuck in cockpit cam because that's the last camera I used. And we are away now after a really long wait at the lights. And Ropey getting some spin off the start. Marcel having a really poor start. As we'll head down towards San Donato for the first time. And it's going to be No Star who heads the field. Ahead of Q Gamer in 2nd. Ropey having to readjust and he's gone down. And Q Gamer's actually managed to take the lead from No Star. Could have on the inside of the KTM rider to take the lead for the first time in this race. So the 2 championship leaders, 1st and 2nd, the opposite order. Q Gamer's won 2 feature races so far. No Star has won. I'm trying to remember now. No Star's won a sprint race. And yesterday, these 2 are the favourite for the win today. As we go through Casanova, Savelli and into the first Arrabbiata. Just 8 laps for these guys and 35%. So Esport length down into turn number 10, 11. Scarperia and Pelagio. When he comes so up the inside. trying to get the inside of the Dutchman, who's ran wide, really wide. He's giving himself a long lap penalty. But the Repsol Honda rider just gets the better exit and holds the lead for now. Fake No Star's got the best pace, but Hugo is just doing enough at the moment to hold him off. Now this is where you have to go for the long left-hand of Vicino, set up the exit, get a slipstream, again, nice run down the straight. Side by side the two go. As No Star is so close to taking the lead, he's got the inside line for turn 1, and that might, no, Q Gamer's going to outbrake him. Is he be able to hold it down to the apex? He is. Nicely done there by Q Gamer. Freddie's holding on to 3rd place. Freddie took a podium in the opening round of Jerez. Oh, contact between the two leaders, and Q Gamer holds on. And this fight is just allowing Freddie and Daredevil to hold on to position. Down into Casanova Valley for the second time this race. Things keep changing. No Star taking a lot of corner speed there as Freddie runs quite wide. But Daredevil is half a second away more, so he cannot attack. So up the hill and we're going back down now. It's one of the hardest braking zones because you cannot go 100% on the brake, and No Star runs onto the curb and runs really wide through Pelagio. And that extends the gap up to 6 tenths. That just gives Q Gamer that bit of breathing room. He can now stop trying to ride defensive if you just run his lines. Or he could have done if he didn't make that big mistake on braking. And now he's got all that work to do again. Well, he didn't even do any work actually, there was No Star. And Q Gamer gets onto the grass. You see Q Gamer's very unorthodox style of just completely jamming the throttle on and off through the long corners. Oh, and a big moment again for Q Gamer on the brakes on the entry of the corner, and that allows No Star to take the inside, take the lead on the inside, but it's ran wide, and now Q Gamer's forced No Star onto the curb, and he's got a bad run, but No Star holds on to leave the contact the two make, and Q Gamer's going to the outside. We saw how strong he was in braking last time. He's going to have to do it again. But I think he might be forced to concede the place for now. No Star uses a lot of inside curve, and surprised he's managed to hold the front end. Let's now head towards turn 2. On the change direction into turn 3. Can Q Gamer look up? He's looking up the inside. He's going to try and force his way through. And he does so. Forces No Star onto the curve. The bike spins up, and the Repsol Honda rider retakes the lead. So these two are clashing a little bit, but it's all fair. Not anything too dangerous for now. Whoa! And Q Gamer touches the inside curve. There's a big moment to the front end. That's 3 big end moments. Big front end moments for the current leader as Freddie's looking all over the back of the RC16. And Daredevil just in the background there, just not able to be as consistent as the 3 in front of him. But Freddie there just making a couple of mistakes through the 2 angry corners. And now he's lost half a second to No Star. Easily done when you get caught in the dirty air and slipstream. But now Q Gamer, he does not want to be making the same mistakes he made last time into this corner. Getting a bit cautious, and No Star just gains in a couple of tenths on entry. That's now round Corintaio and into the Biondettis. And Q Gamer's got to be very careful now because he's got 4 track limits warnings. No Star's got 3, so he's doing a fine line. Q Gamer's gone down, running so much inside curb, taking far too much risk, and that's meant he's crashed from the lead, and he's now down to 5th place, and he's picked up a, sorry, that's not a blown up penalty, but I'm guessing he's going to exceed track limits more. So, No Star, he's out front, but he's got 2 warnings in his pocket. He doesn't need to take much risk, his championship rival's gone down in 5th place and picked up a long lap penalty, so he will be down in 6th place. Big mistake from the Dutchman, number 99. Not what he would have wanted. And No Star's picked up another warning, so No Star, he's got to be careful here. He's lost 3 tenths to Freddie as well in the opening sector. If No Star gets a walk, I mean, the long lap penalty here is not the worst. You only lose about 1 to 1.5 seconds. So it's definitely a manageable one, but No Star's got to be really careful here. The gap's 9 tenths per second. He's definitely got the pace over everybody, but But it takes this one big mistake. Just like that. Hard on the brakes, down the hill, and he's on full top brake. Oh, Q-Gamer's come down again. And he's crashed where Q-Gamer, No Star made the big mistake. And No Star hits the inside curve as well, so some big mistakes coming from the championship leaders. Not what you'd expect. We're now rounding Corintaio and into the Biondettis. No Star nailing it there. Staying nicely on the curbs. And now into Ticino to end the first half of this race. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 seconds, 1.4 now. The gap fluctuating from 1 second to 1.5 near enough. And No Star just getting into his rhythm. Bolt making a few mistakes on the way. Extending the lead by 6 tenths over the previous lap. So we start the final half of this race. 4 laps remain of the Italian Grand Prix. And Daredevil is getting very well. He keeps getting close to the back of Freddie, and he makes a mistake and loses all the time he's made up. So as they exit the first sector now, heading down towards turn 4, and now turn 5. I think this podium's pretty much set. Marcel in 4th. Not got the strongest of pace since a lap in qualifying, however, he's holding on to the top 4 positions. He hasn't been here for the last couple of rounds, but he's definitely making up for it. I mean, obviously it does help that not a lot of people are here today for whatever reason. Daredevil just keeps making these small mistakes, and No Star now extends his lead to 2.1 seconds, so I think even if he does pick up a long lap penalty, unless he crashes, I think he'll still have the lead in the bag. And Ropey now closing in on Marcel. Mooney VR46 versus Grissini. He got Mooney VR6 ahead of Grissini, and then you replicated for the 2 further down positions. So, with 3 laps remaining, can Marcel hold on to 4th place? Ropey's closed him in since his crashing the opening lap at turn 1. Easy corner to crash at turn 1. If you just hit the corner at the wrong point, the front just folds without warning. But Marcel's just doing enough here to hold on to position. But Q-Gamer, what could have been, he was leading the race for the first 3 laps, went down, and he's now in last place by 9.5 seconds. It's a big mistake. Meanwhile, No Star continues to lead by 2.5 seconds. Not taking any risk, really. Just going to bring the bike home for some really crucial championship points. He'll extend his lead over Q-Gamer by 10 points, so 12 points to the next round. So essentially that is a automatic championship lead coming out of these 2 rounds. And we'll have some more double headers heading towards the final few weeks of this game. So, out the final corner, down the home straight to start the penultimate lap of this race, as Ropey now is all over the back. And Marcel's pulling to the left and putting back now to the right, trying to stop Ropey from slipstreaming him. I think Marcel will be able to hold on for San Donato, but I don't know how much longer. Both of them don't have to worry about track limits. I think since lap 5 everybody's been okay with track limits, to be fair. But Ropey, the number 93, trying to find a way through. Not had a chance to properly ever go yet. Or Marcel's wide through Casanova. Ropey's all over the back of him now, heading into the final 2 sections of the penultimate lap. Through Ubiatu Uno, I know it, into Arabiatu Due. Up the rise, we're going to Palacio and Torrent and Scarperia. Ropey's looking up the inside, but Marcel, just with the slowest speed entry, is able to actually hold him off because he can brake later, as well as cutting a bit of the corner as well. But I think Ropey's looking to try and out-drag him down the straight. Or Marcel's going to run wide, take his own long lap penalty. We saw this in the opening lap with Q Gamer. And this time, it's actually the one who runs wide, that's to forfeit the position. So Ropey now moves into 4th place, already extends the gap by half a second. Near enough. Ropey's just going to be careful that Marcel doesn't slipstreaming down the down the home straight. But I think at 4 tenths that'll just be enough, as No Star started the final lap of this race. As we keep an eye on these two as they head towards the first corner for the final time. Over the crest, down into the braking zone, over 330 kilometers an hour. And Ropey, I think, has got the position sealed unless he makes a gigantic mistake. Meanwhile, at the front, No Star, 3.3 seconds ahead of Freddy, who's 3 seconds ahead of Daredevil, who's 3 seconds ahead of Ropey. So unfortunately, it's not been one of the most fantastic races in the second half, but it's been a clinical performance by No Star. Endured a hard battle with Q Gamer for the opening 3 laps, and since taking the lead, he has cleared off, he's controlled the pace and done a fantastic job, showing why he is a championship contender. Over the crest, down into the chicane, one of the many chicanes at Mugello. So round Corintaio into the Beyond Etties for the final time. Round the final corner. Oh, Marcel's picked up a lot. Oh, it's not going to matter. But No Star out the final corner, and he is going to take victory here in Mugello. Oh, Marcel's crashed. Oh, Lord. Freddy takes second. Daredevil will finish in another 3rd place for the Cressini rider. Ropey will finish 4th. Marcel, because he hasn't done his long lap in time, will actually finish in 6th. With Q Gamer taking... No, he won't. No, he's not. Q Gamer's going to sacrifice his chances of getting 5th place, and he's actually going to take 6th. Q Gamer making a big mistake there. It's cost him a championship point, which at the end of the season could prove costly.
Let's take a look at the final classification of this race.
So No Star takes victory ahead of Freddy in 2nd, Daredevil in 3rd, Ropey's 4th, Marcel 5th, and Q Gamer rounds out the field in 6th. As we now prepare for Portugal at the circuit of Portimao in the Algarve. I'll just give a couple minutes for people to potentially join. I don't think many people are going to be joining, so we will just get this qualifying session underway, given everybody who needs to be invited is not online. So, on to Portimao. Very difficult circuit, up and down, left to... It's got every single thing you could think of in a track. So, cloudy conditions again, so the riders don't have to worry about anything. Track conditions are exactly the same, even though it's a different circuit. So, different discipline to Mugello, very different characteristics. But I think it does change now is that people, especially like for those like Hugh Gamer, had a really poor Mugello. They haven't got a week to reset. They've only got 10 minutes, well, even less than that. So. It's definitely going to be pivotal for the championship, given the lack of riders here, and yeah, Q-Gamer has to probably win this one, given there will be only 5 rounds remaining, and those 5 rounds will be covered in 4 weeks. So there will be another double header at some point. I can't quite remember when I don't think it'll be next week, because next week will be sprints. As Ropey is short shifting, trying to probably save fuel, as I think he's let his teammate through as well. So the Cressini Ducati's out on track first. Hard front, soft rear for Daredevil. Portimao, very fun circuit, but very, very difficult. The curbs are deadly, as proven there. Touch an inside curb at the wrong place, you're down. Touch an outside curb, you're down. Hit a bump wrong, you're down. Tyres, if the tyres go off, you're down. it's a track that can easily trip you up. Ropey doing a very smart thing here, actually, making sure the tyres don't gain too much temperature, don't wear out too much, saving fuel, doing all the right things, because Portimao, you need everything to be on your side. If not, the lap time's just not going to arrive. It's so hard to do the same lap times over and over and over again here at this circuit. Well, race pace it's easier. Qualifying though, you can go between sessions, and the fastest lap times can differ between like well over half a second. So Ropey will start the opening lap here at the Algarve down into turn 1. Bit wide, but he's you gotta get your banker lap in. Ropey did a very strong banker lap in Mugello. And given how his outlap went, that would suggest to me that it's very possible he could set another decent one. Out of turn number 4, heading towards turn 5. The Tour VIP. It's interesting to see how the people take this corner, because you can't fully lean the bike over. So there's lots of different lines you can take for that corner. It's ridiculous. Into turn 7, the front end doesn't like to change direction on the brakes as well, through the bumps. Through turn 8, that corner is an absolute nightmare on the final lap from the front end. It's just got no side grip at all. Through Craig Jones corner, turn number 9, and then back up the rise through turn 10 as you flatten out through 11 as you drop back down to start the the final sector. Through turn 13. I'm sorry, now it's turn 13. Oh, and Ropey's have gone a bit wide and lost the front. Saw Alonso Lopez go down there in the real life GP in Moto2 last weekend. Daredevil now into the final 2 corners. That hairpin style corner can be taken in 2 different ways, depending on how your riding style suits best. Around the final corner, taking a very wide mid-corner line to cut it back, rise up the hill, using the ride-out device, trying to minimise the wheelie, the little bit of lift you get across the line to 39.1. I know for sure that ain't going to be pole position. Q Gamer goes to 38.1. Freddie 37.9. No star. Where is he on track? He is the furthest away. So Marcel heading towards the final corner. Q Gamer's gone down at turn 1. So these guys will probably get one more go at it if they've, depending on what tires they've used. Marcel up to the line, big wheelie, and he jumps into 3rd place. No star. What kind of pole position lap times are you going to set? Unless he's throwing it in the final sector. 37.4. So once again, No Star's got half a second on the field. Ropey's box, fresh tyres, new fuel. He's going again. He's got to hopefully gets out the way of No Star. And Marcel improving in the opening sector, Daredevil improving in the second sector. Daredevil made a couple of mistakes, or big, possibly. And sorry, I was Roper on it. Didn't see much of Daredevil's lap apart from the final sector. But Daredevil improving in sector 2 and 3, 1.7 seconds down. So that makes me believe he like maybe messed up turn 5, round the hairpin of turn 13, and now to turn 14. What kind of line does he take? The sort of rounded line over the bump. You can see the bike jolting up and down into the final corner. Off the gas, rolls it through a little bit, maybe a little bit front brake. On the gas. And he's going to finish off the lap, cross the line, and he jumps into the podium, the front row positions into 3rd. But Marcel is also improving around the penultimate corner. Can Marcel jump onto the front row? If he can, only 2 tenths separate 4 riders. As Q Gamer's invalidated his second lap, I think that's him boxing now. Here comes Marcel up to the line, big wheelie, and Marcel jumps to 3rd place. And we'll now go on board with Ropey as he starts, hopefully, his qualifying lap now. Down the home straight as we head towards downhill turn 1, one of the hardest braking zones on the calendar. Chucking it into the opening corner. Has to wait a little bit to apply the gas because of the bit of understeer into turn 3. And now into turn number 4, the ride just up and down totally. Trying to set up the suspension for here is an absolute nightmare because there is no perfect setting. But Ropey improving in the opening sector, so he has not found time on No Star. No idea, he's probably forecast to be on the front row for now, but we unfortunately will never know until he actually crosses the line, unless he sets a red sector at some point. Through turn 6, change direction into turn 7, a lot smoother than last time, just missing the inside curb, into turn 8. Up the rise now, trying to minimise wheel as much as possible, use a bit of a lean angle into Craig Jones of turn 9. Really quite a bit of understeer through there. I don't know if he missed the turn. I think he missed the turning point just a tiny bit. Through turn 10 and now 11, just missed the inside curb again. Down towards turn 12. It's not been the cleanest of laps for Ropey. Quite a number of mistakes here and there. Into the final 2 corners. All on the gas, heading towards the final corner. Shifts down to 3rd gear. And a hard on the gas, up the hill to end the lap. Where does it take him? It puts him 2nd place. So we could have just ironed out a few of those mistakes. That could have easily been a pole position lap time. But now we wait to see how everyone does. No Star just exiting the box now. Freddie getting ready to start lap. Marcel is on a lap. I don't think he's boxed. I'm not sure if he's boxed. Through turn 5 ran quite hot. Daredevil's followed him, but he's on an out lap. Q Gamer is on an out lap as well. So we'll go with Freddie as he has just started his final lap of the session. He will not have enough time to do a 2nd lap. So this is it for Freddie. Whoa, 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 and that is it. A little bit of a stop at the rear wheel landed at an awkward angle. Unfortunately, that has put Freddie's hopes of strengthening his chance of a front row position. But Marcel, it doesn't look like he's going to improve. So it's all going to come down to Daredevil and this man, Q Gamer. Into turn 1, big stoppie for Q Gamer, but he manages to keep it all in line. Through turn 1, runs the inside curve, the bike stays stable. Through turn 2, Over the curb again, into turn 3. He's using a lot of curb everywhere. He's taking a huge amount of risk. Hard front, soft rear. And is a personal best sector 1. And he's lost the front. And that is it for Q Gamer. Everything is just not going the Repsol Honda rider's way currently. And Marcel's found time in the final sector and nabbed the front row place from Freddie. So Marcel, gets the better of the two Mooney VR46 Ducatis. Daredevil into turn 1, nice line. Marcel gets out of the way. Q Gamer is, as I've mentioned before, is out. And Daredevil is improving in the opening sector. Into tall VIP, turn 5. Hopefully we don't have any drama like happen here in real life. No star red sector 1, but I think his pole position time is safe. Q Game and Ropey, their sessions are over. Marcel's is over. Freddy's is over. So just Daredevil and No Star to keep an eye on. Daredevil a little bit hot through turn 8 as he now goes over the crest. Drops down. No such wheelie. Through turn 9. A little less understeer compared to his teammate. Through turn 10 into turn 11. Different lines, definitely different lines he's taking compared to his teammate, which might be enough to pip him. Potentially. Into turn 13. Nice tight line. Back on the gas. And you flick it, that's the final left hand of the circuit, into the right hander of turn 14. Ran it quite wide on entry, cuts it back for a late apex. Heading in towards the final corner, full attack. Quite tight entry, that's forced him to go really, really wide. That's definitely going to cost him time. I'd imagine this is going to be enough for the front roto. Over the rise, across the line, and he jumps into third place. No star. He's looking to improve and then set the goalpost further. He's the last rider to set a lap time in the session. He's going to take pole position. What's the lap time going to be? It is a 37.1. So again, a half a second over the field. No star pole, Ropey second, Daredevil third, Marcel fourth, Ready fifth, and Q Gamer in sixth. So No Star taking a commanding lead on this championship so far. 12 points over Q Gamer. If the race result is equal to qualifying, No Star's advantage will just increase further. So just waiting for everybody to ready up. It's just No Star again, the last two we're ready up. Yeah, there he is.
At Portimao, everything's ready for the start of the race and the adrenaline's running high. There's only room for one thought in the rider's mind: to make it to the finish line first.
Here we go, lights are on. And we are off for 9 laps. Marcel's not moved. Who's that? Someone's not moved off the line. That was Marcel and Daredevil just not ready. And Ropey takes the lead with Q Gamer in second. No Star forced to drop down to third, maybe even fourth. No, Freddy's not able to get through. So Ropey leads the way, gets a much better start than he did in Mugello. Q Gamer into second from his disastrous qualifying. And No Star, the pole mine and Mugello race winner in third. Down into the Tour VIP for the first time. Q gives a massive snap into turn 5. The way he brakes is so aggressive, and that is Freddie trying to take the car route down towards turn 5, and that's meant he has to submit to Daredevil following his very poor. Devil and Marcel, I think they just weren't ready to be honest. Whoa, and No Star's high side out of turn 8. Q Gamer made a massive mistake, hit the curb, and I think that just made No Star jump, and unfortunately that meant that the Belgian, the championship leader, has gone down. This is a chance for Q Gamer to claw back crucial points on the Belgian in the championship. Just like that, things can change. Q Gamer going up the inside of Ropey's. Ropey's a big shake on the front end. Obviously, Catty had a crash on his opening lap in qualifying in that corner, and good job by Ropey to hold on. But Q Gamer is in the lead, and just when it looked like No Star was going to extend his lead to 22 points at this stage, it's now back down to 2 as a live championship standing. But Ropey is going to try and set up the exit over the cusp. We've got to take. I hope these guys take into account the increased speed they're going to be taking into this corner, because it happened to Pecco, and he didn't even go, because Ropey sent it down into turn 1, and is he going to make it stick? Yes, he is. Brilliantly done by the Grassini rider. Ropey has not won a race in VollGazz before. He's definitely should have done, but he crossed the line. He should have won in Australia. He should have won in Coat. Oh, Daredevil's gone down at turn 3. And it's dropped back down to 6th as Freddie's now back inside the podium places. Q Gamer overtakes Ropey around the outside of turn 4, but he has another moment on the brakes through turn 5. He's going to cut it underneath, and the Dutchman has taken the lead back, but Ropey's holding it round the outside of turn 6. Takes the inside line for turn 7 and retakes the lead, but Q Gamer's got the inside line on exit turn 7 heading towards turn 8, and he's back through, but Ropey's got the better line out of turn 8 as they drop down the hill towards turn 9. Craig Jones, and Ropey holds it round the outside and keeps the position. So Ropey and Q Gamer's going to go around the outside again. These are just trying to keep overtaking each other around the outside, and Q Gamer takes first place once again and holds on. But Q Gamer's going to send it. No, he's not. So Ropey is unable to re-overtake Q Gamer. For now, dramatic sequence of corners there for pretty much the whole of the second lap, and No Star now moves into 4th place as Marcel goes down to the 2. Oh, and these two collide again. But the 2 riders who had really poor reaction times off the start are now 5th and 6th once again. And this battle rages on as we're about to start the 3rd lap, and Q Gamer has to run the outside curve. They're being forced on by the Crescita Ducati rider, and all this fire is just allowing Freddie to close in as well as No Star. And the Q Gamer stopped racking into turn 1. He's so aggressive on the brakes, it's ridiculous. We go on board with Freddie into turn 3. Way too much entry speed from the Frenchman. As Q Gamer staring at the back end of that Grassini, the GP22 Ducati. As No Star has unsurprisingly set the fastest lap of the race with the amount of battling Ropey and Q Gamer have done, and the fact that No Star had no real traffic to contend with. But these two making lots of mistakes here and there, and I think it's a matter of time before No Star joins this battle for first place. And Ropey just can't seem to. Oh, and No Star has taken 3rd place from Freddie. I don't quite know what happened there, but Freddie must have made some form of error. And now No Star is back inside the podium places. 1.8 seconds to close in on the 2 leaders out front. So keep an eye on what's going on with No Star. He's the fastest man on circuit. How long will it take for him to closing these 2? So into the final corner as they end the first third of this race. 6 laps remain of the Algarve Grand Prix. Hard on the brakes once again down into turn 1. All Q Gamer's taking a lot of entry speed, and Q Gamer's going to get Ropey's going to get the better exit. Yeah, Q Gamer's just so aggressive on the brakes, and the bike's just snapping all over the place, and it's a miracle he's managed to keep it on 2 wheels. I've said that now, but hopefully he doesn't age poorly. And Q's looking up the inside at turn 5. He's used the inside curb. He's going to get that little bit of grip. And he barges his way through on Ropey, and Ropey is unable this time to run around the outside and hold on to the lead. So Q Gamer doing what he has to do. Take the wall when he has a big snap on exit, and that's just going to give Ropey a good run down the hill. But the Repsol Honda maintains the lead. So, well, when Ropey absolutely sends it into turn 10, runs wide and he's gone down. Big mistake by Ropey. He did not need to send it into turn 10 of all places. And unfortunately that means he's now down in 4th place. No Stars gained 1 second because of the incident. Oh, and Daredevil and Ropey have had a collision as well at turn 13. And now it's just gone all horribly wrong for the Grassini riders. As No Star will now begin to try and close in on his championship rival. 12 points the gap currently. It will be 9 if it stays like this. 5 laps remain as they start the 5th lap. The pressure is on Q Gamer not to make a mistake like he's just done there at turn 1. Into turn 3, Q Gamer really wide. And No Star is just closing in ever so surely. You can see the differences in lines. Q Gamer taking a nice tight line through turn 5. No Star taking a wider line to try and get the best exit. And Q's wide again at turn 7. Just all these mistakes, and now No Star is all over the back of Q Gamer, and the pressure just increases. And look at the bike, look at the Honda just wheeling like mad. Oh, No Star's hit the curb, but he's managed to stay on. Oh, another big mistake by Q Gamer. No Star is in the firing range. It's just waiting for that opportunity to open itself up. Freddy in a secure 3rd place for now. And Q taking that very wide mid-corner line. And No Star is he's now in the slipstream. He pulls out to the right. Is he going to take the slipstream, which means he can use the same braking mark he's used all race? Q again, just massive stop. He has a big front end moment. He runs wide and just gifts the lead to No Star. Big mistake by Q Game. He just kept doing stoppies. It's like sort of all like Pekka really. He did a stoppie, the bike landed, and they had a big shake on the front end. He's forced to go wide and he's lost 1.8 seconds, and now he's down to 2nd place and given No Star a free victory. I think No Star did overtake Freddy, but we didn't see it. I'm not sure if No Star's even had to work to pass people. I think people just the riders have just made mistakes, and No Star's just passed them without real worries. No Star actually used the grass there. No, it's they call it the roller coaster and the motocross track, but you don't want to actually make it. No cross as No Star's hit the inside curb and has gone down. Big mistake from the championship leader, and he's back down to 3rd place. Q Gamer gifted a 2nd life there, a 3rd life maybe, as No Star crashes again at turn 8, hits the inside curb after running onto the grass in the entry of turn 7. And now Freddy, 7 tenths behind. Could Freddy take his first win in VollGazz? Hard on the brakes into turn 13. These mistakes just keep unraveling into the penultimate corner, as these guys will end the 2nd third of this race and start the final third. 3 laps will remain when they cross the line. 9 tenths to a second is the advantage Q Gamer holds. He's just going to hold on for 3 laps, but No Star's going to be pushing like hell to try and retake the lead of this race, as you can just see in the background there. Q just needs to be, he's still stopping down to turn 1, having the front end shaking. He's not changing his riding style, he's not taking any caution, he's going full send. It's proper risk it, it's proper win it or bin it mentality. Freddy runs a bit wider than the entry. Oh, No Star's gone down again, I do not believe it. No Star, big mistake at turn 3. 3 crashes, but you can't believe Q Gamer making all the mistakes in Mugello. No Star making all the mistakes at Portimao. Just a lap ago, No Star was leading. Now he's 4th. And Ropey's back in the hunt for the podium. If Ropey hadn't made everyone's made mistakes really, apart from Q. Q has made big mistakes, but he's not made a crash. Him and Freddie are the only riders not to have gone down so far, with 2.5 laps remaining of this race as these guys are heading towards turn 10, while the rest are going through Craig Jones. And they'll still make another mistake. He's just pushing way too hard, trying to close in the deficit he's caused himself. Running quite a few of the curves, the bike's all over the place. He's really pushing. He will be so angry with himself. He had the win in the palm of his hands and he's let it go twice. So the gap at this current stage will be 5 points. So in No Star's favour. So No Star at the end of the round will have gained 3 points. As Q Gamer has started the penultimate lap of this race, and Freddie's closing in on Q Gamer. Q Gamer can't relax. All we know is there's a big snap into turn 1, and he's gone down again. And Ropey's gone down as well. I do not believe it. Ropey and No Star going down. And Ropey's respawned in a lot better time. Unbelievable. And so Daredevil's going to take 2 third place at this rate. And the gap's going to... It seems like this round never even happened for Q Gamer and No Star at this stage. Q Gamer leads by 1 second over Freddie. The gap will reduce back down to 2 points as Q Gamer's a massive rear end slide through turn 7. And the rounds turn 8. Up the hill. And then back down. The gap just keeps going to 8 tenths. Going through the second and third sectors. I don't quite understand why. But Q's definitely going to be feeling the pressure. He's just got 1 lap and 1 sector to go to take victory in round 5. He's taken 2 feature race victories so far this season. Can he hold on for a third? It's 2 for 2 for No Star and Q Gamer. It looks like Q's going to be the first one to take 3 as they start the final lap of this race. But Freddie's closing in. Marcel and Ropey have made contact through the final corner. We're back at the front. Freddie's pushing, stopping into turn 1. Can he force Q Gamer into a crucial mistake? Marcel and Ropey are still fine, but we've got to keep an eye on the front. Can Freddie take his first victory in VollGazz? Up through turn 4, obviously in the second sector now, down into the tall VIP. We're seeing Q Gamer make absolute horrendous shapes down into this braking zone throughout the entirety of the race. No Star's gone down again at turn 3. Q Gamer's run wide at the tall VIP, but so is Freddie, but Freddie's going to take the lead of the race for the first time, but Q Gamer's up the inside at turn 6. The two make contact, and there's more contact, and somehow they both stay up, but Freddie is the one who wins out. Ropey's gone down again. Freddie, I think can Ropey hold on to 5th place? I think he's just going to hold off No Star for now, but neither two can make a mistake. Down, going up, back into turn 10. Q Gamer's got to find a way through into turn 11. Maybe he's seeing the opportunity, but he just can't get through. Wrong camera angle. Now into turn 12. Just 3 more corners remain into the final left-hander. Freddie taking a correct line. Q Gamer's going to force his way up the inside though. And Freddie's going to give it him back. And here we go into the final corner. Freddie's got us in the bag, surely. Through the final corner, he's done No Star an absolute massive favour. Round the final corner, and Freddie is going to be the 3rd different winner in this season. Freddie takes victory ahead of Q Gamer in 2nd. Daredevil is going to take another 3rd place. Marcel will take 4th. And these two have had an absolute nightmare with crashing all over the place together. And Rope is going to hold on to 5th place and No Star 6th. Unbelievable. So Freddie takes his first victory in VollGazz with Q Gamer in 2nd. He'll be kicking himself at that. He's lost 2 places on the last lap. He could have taken 5th in Mugello. He could have taken the win, and it could be 1 point between him and No Star. But instead, it's now 5. Daredevil takes another third place, Marcel to fourth, Ropey's fifth, and No Star will round out the field in sixth. And we'll just see if Daredevil, Q, or Freddy will join us in for interviews. Not sure if they will. I'll give them a couple of minutes. Okay, so we got No Star, so.
Yep.
So No Star, victory in Mugello, but sixth place in Portimao. How was this round for you?
Yeah, Mugello, so I had a battle with Q Gamer and oh wait, got my son. Yeah, I had a battle with Q Gamer. He overtake me. I said okay, just lead the way, Q Gamer. So he did mistakes, and I was just being quiet behind him. He did less mistake. He fell, and yeah, I took the victory. 4 track limits, and just try to manage it till the end. And yeah, Portimao, real disaster. Real disaster. I had a big pace, and yeah, I don't know, drop after drop, and it is what it is. But I think next weekend is Austin in Texas, and I really enjoyed that track. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm go for that. I'm gonna go for that for victory. So yeah. Anyway, let's keep it on. And thank you, Jack. Thank you all the riders. Thank you all.
Yeah, so thank you for your time, and well done on Mugello, and you still lead by 5 points.
Yep,
So,
thank you. Thank you.
Yep. So that has been it for round 4 and 5. We'll be back for Division 1 in just under an hour's time. And yeah, we'll see you then. Goodbye.